Hey teachers, listen, I'm getting asked a lot for some tips on interviews. Okay, because a lot of you are now entering interviews, and this is fantastic. First of all, take every interview that comes your way. Why? It's practice. It's practice, practice, practice. It's feedback. It's confirmation that you belong there. Even if you don't get the position, good news. Somebody that you're competing against is no longer competing against you. So even if you don't get the job, it's good news because you got rid of somebody that was competing against you, okay? And it's confirmation that you are one of the best candidates available because you got asked to interview. Remember, this isn't a program that you're qualifying for. This is a common concept that's mistaken going into an interview. It's not pass or fail. You are competing. You are going against 3 or 4 others, and all of you are qualified. All of you have the best education, the best experience. All of you are the best on paper. And now you're going to compete. Okay? So it's a competition. And again, if you get it, awesome, you did it. Congratulations. If you don't, hey, somebody got it. So that one person is no longer competing against you. What do you have to do? Continue applying, continue accepting interviews. Worst case scenario is you get rid of one more in the competition and you get practice. Hopefully you get feedback, although most of the times you're not going to be told what you did wrong or what could you have done better. You're not. It's human resources, HR. They don't tell you why you didn't get hired. They don't want to argue with you. They don't want to give you a reason for you to be upset. They're just going to say, we selected somebody else. Thank you for applying. That's fine. Chances are that same school district has multiple positions. You might get a call back on that same district, unless they did determine that you're not a fit for any positions for that school district. Remember, every job has a number of criteria that you should be considering, right? Now, yes, you should take every interview. It doesn't mean you take every job that's offered to you. No. Yeah, if you don't take it, maybe the sponsor won't bring you another job offer, but that's why you're applying to multiple sponsors. That's why we're recommending to you reach 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 sponsors that best fit your profile with their opportunities. Take our advice and multiply to multiple sponsors that we have determined to be the best fit at that time, because every month is different. Every sponsor has a certain amount of spots to fill, and once they fill them, they're done. So if we tell you your best 3 options are A, B, C, but next month A is no longer hiring, well, we're going to replace it with somebody else. So this is a very fluid, active environment, okay? You just got to stay focused, hunting for interviews. Apply, complete, accept an interview. And then once you get the interview, then you decide, once it's in writing, an offer in writing, then you decide, is this the right one for me? What are you going to consider? Well, how do you know job's great for you? Well, maybe really up to your priorities. If you say, I am going this year no matter what, no matter where, then hey, the first one is the right one for you. If you have certain criteria that must be, maybe it has to be a certain salary. Or maybe cold is a deal breaker. It cannot be a northern state. Or maybe heat, hot weather is a deal breaker. Or maybe big city, small city, or no way can I live in a very small town. Maybe you are a secondary, high school teacher, but they're offering you an elementary primary position. My advice is be happy, but understand there's all the components about, the salary, the location, not just the town, but the region, the climate, the culture of the school. Is it faith-based? Is it a religious school? Not a religious school? Does that make a difference to you? If you're a biology teacher, right? Are you teaching evolution or not? Grade level, huge. Know what makes you happy. Know what you're good at. My advice is hold out until you are where you want to be, teaching what you love, to the grades that you're best at. That's my advice. But maybe you have a greater sense of urgency and you're like, hey, I just want to go. Okay. But you take responsibility for that decision. In the interview, how do you prepare? Well, you should research the district. You should know all about their website, their successes, their concerns, the good, bad, the ugly, everything you read. There's YouTube, there's ChatGPT, there's Google stories that you read. Research the district, research the town, the community, the region. Remember, you're competing, and that principal, that human resources director, by the time you made it to an interview, you are surrounded with your competition, and all of you are good. All of you. So which one do they pick? If all of you have the education, have the experience, you qualify for the J1 visa, you're all good. It's going to come down to, do they like you most? Do they believe your personality, your family, your culture is going to be fit best into their team, into their campus, their community? Do they need to worry about you? Have you brought up what you like about that community, what you like about where they are as a school district and the projects they got working that are happening, how you can contribute, how you can help? How does it match your interest? Did they win last year's music band festival competition and you happen to be a music teacher besides being a math teacher, an elementary teacher? Maybe they are faith-based and maybe that's very important to you. Maybe you love basketball and they won the championship last year. But also, what's in the community? Is it a beach community? Is it a mountain community? Is it a desert community? Is it a big city? Is it a small city? What events? What geography, topography, tourist attractions? What is in the region, in the area? They want to know that you're going to be okay. Yes, you'll teach and you'll do a good job, but they don't want to think that you'll be depressed, that you'll be homesick, that you won't be able to integrate, that you won't be able to enjoy the community. They want to know that you're okay. Do you have, other than that subject, that class, outside of that, how do you fit? How are you happy? So, and they can't ask you those things, so you have to figure out how to bring it up. So it's obvious. They want to know that you're aware this is a 5-year commitment. They want you to stick around for 5 years. They want to know that you're going to be okay, that you're not going to quit and leave, that you're going to be adaptable and flexible and enthusiastic, and that you're going to be able to lead their classrooms. They want to believe that as something as simple yet so important as the clarity of your speech, that they're going to clearly understand you, and that your personality, not just how smart you are, not just how much knowledge you have, no, that you with your personality, that you're going to be able to lead and motivate, manage a classroom, their kids. That you are going to be an answer, a solution, an addition to their team. This isn't a program for you. They are like yours. They are a real community with real challenges, with real goals and objectives, with a real team, and you're the new one. How do you fit? How do you fit being on their team? How are you going to help? Okay? Yeah, classroom management is huge. They want to know that you can manage their classrooms, their kids, and that you're going to be okay, that you're going to be happy, that this fits, that the timing fits. If you have children, they want to know if you figured out if you're financially okay. They want to know that if you have a spouse, that your spouse has found the industry online that they've researched, that they're going to be able to make a living, that it's a joint decision, that it's not going to be a problem. If you have small children that you've thought about, is your spouse going to help taking care of the child? Have you thought about the cost of childcare? Do you have that all figured out? Are you going to be okay? Are you going to have any personal issues that will distract you or force you to quit? That your personal life is taken care of. Again, they may not bring it up because it's human resources. They can't. So, but know that they are also people. They are also spouses. They are also husbands and wives. And they have those things in the back of their head. So think of how you can bring up. The bottom line is, I got this. I know exactly what to do. We've thought about it as a family. It fits our life. We're so excited for the next 5 years. I love where the town is because of this, because of that. We researched, we looked at it. My spouse, he's excited about applying. He's going to take care of my little baby. Think of you being a principal. And why would they pick you? And why would they not? And think of how to address those concerns without them even asking you. Most of all, remember you're competing. And the teachers you are competing with, trust me, they're also just as qualified as you. So what do you have extra to offer?